Oceanography is the third component of a physical geography. And of course, it's part of the first paper of geography. And it is one of those type of subjects which will going to attract a lot of attention in the coming days. The reason why it is going to be facing a lot of attention like that of climatology will be because any effect on climate is going to be seeing a change in the oceans, in the ocean basins, in the rising sea level, in the composition of the seawater. And of course, it is only now that we have started realizing that something which was unpolitionable is now polluted. That means, can you imagine the bankruptcy of the Western countries who have who must have done something extraordinary that oceans, which covers 75% of, or more than 75% of the Earth, are now polluted, which some time back used to be so vast, so big, that no one thought that they can ever be polluted. But then, thanks to United States, thanks to Germany, thanks to the whole of Western Europe, that now these oceans are polluted, and now people will go on to think of cleaning. And then there are going to be some lunatics who will go on to say that they will go on to build a colony on Mars to such an extent that is the Earth is going to be getting destroyed. Now, you cannot go on to get yourself adapted onto the Earth, and then you think of building a colony on the Mars. That is strange, but then this is the way that the hype is built up, and that's the way that the technology is marketed as well. That's a separate topic. So, oceanography is one component of it. The basic nature of oceanography is derived from all the other components of physical geography. That is from geomorphology, from climatology, from biogeography, as well as from ecosystem. Geomorphology, because it is going to be talking about the ocean floor, the formation of the ocean floor, the nature of the ocean floor, the relief of the ocean floor. Climatology, because it is going to be talking about the temperature of the ocean waters, the salinity of the ocean waters, and also associated with these processes, ocean circulation included in that. Biogeography, largely because it is going to be concerned about the various types of ocean deposits, and environmental geography, because it is going to be concerned with a variety of type of problems, environmental problems that the oceans are undergoing through. And at the same time, there are some intrinsic original topics associated with the oceans, like waves, like tides. These are original topics. And then to cap it all, you can think that that the topics that have been added in is marine resources, and also not only marine resources, territorial claims, and maritime zones as well, which are readily topics of geostrategy and geopolitics rather than of anything else. So that goes on to make what oceanography is all in all. The advantage that the student gets in oceanography is that once he has studied the whole of physical geography, that is geomorphology, climatology, and to an extent soils and vegetation as well, it is almost like a natural that oceanography will be over in. It's so small and it's going to be so easy. It may be easier of these two sections, but then because it is going to be concerned with the dynamics, big fluid dynamics like that of the atmosphere, it goes on to follow similar type of principles. It follows similar type of a logic as well, and a similar type of a logical bend of mind as well in this case. That is going to be number one. Second is oceanography is again very pictorial. That means you can go on to draw pictures. But at the same time, if you do not go on to wish to draw so many pictures, you can go on to be logically explanatory as well. That means your language also becomes significant. The third advantage is that as you pass through oceanography, you will go on to pass through a spectrum of interest, beginning with pure facts to pure imagination, to pure awe of sorts. Like pure facts means ocean deposits, pure facts means ocean bottom relief, pure awe means waves, ocean circulation, thermohaline circulation, and whatnot. Description means marine resources. Strategic affairs means You are going to be talking about maritime zones and whatnot. And anything that is futuristic, that is marine pollution and other topics, that can be related to environmental geography. So that's the third part. The fourth part is oceanography is neither purely scientific nor purely social sciences. It's a mix of both of them. So a student with a bend of a mind that we having both of them can go on to deal with it easily. It's not too much amount of a problem in this case. The general disadvantage, maybe the limitation that the student will go on to face while dealing with it, is because it is going to be so interconnected. It is going to be so interlinked. Because it is going to be so interlinked, the problem that a candidate will go on to face in this case is going to be manifold. That is, you have to connect a lot of, you cannot go on to understand salinity unless you happen to understand something associated with temperature. You cannot understand you cannot go on to understand certain things associated with waves unless you happen to understand atmospheric phenomena. You cannot understand thermohaline circulation if you are not in a position to again understand the atmospheric circulation and particularly the global winds also. Now, all of these factors taken together, they are always going to be working wonders in this case. And when they are going to be so, then that means a lot of other aspects. Now, when you are going to be talking about so much amount of interrelationship, then you have to be very, very clear in the concepts, because not everything can go on to be so descriptive as you can go to write it in your own words. That's the first part. Second is being pictorial means you have to have good drawing skills as well, illustrations skills as well. Third part, which the students generally going to abhor, is, of course, is going to be imagination, imaginative power. And when you require imaginative power, then a lot of things will go on to go for change. And then these things are going for a change, then it requires a greater amount of an effort to delve into the subject, to go into the subject, to go deeper into the subject. And that is what is going to be more significant here. Thus, another component, the fourth component associated with it is lastly, that is going to be lastly, that is how is it that the students are able to wade through the various types of linkages in the appendages that the subject throws. Now, linkages in appendages means thermohaline circulation can be linked with climatic change, it can be linked with warming, it can be linked with cooling, it can be linked with changes in marine life, it can be linked with coral reef. In a similar manner, maybe there is territorial claims or maritime zones can be linked with the geostrategy of it. Maybe marine resources can be linked with sustainability, with technology. Now, these are the type of linkages. So, from that angle, oceanography offers the widest linkage, largely because it's a combination of geology, climatology, biogeography, environmental geography, ecosystem, as well as strategic affairs. And that is an advantage and disadvantage as well, if you want to think it so.
To have more such discussions and analysis, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for notifications on our upcoming videos.